What is up, everybody? Welcome to Apocaflix Movies. This is See It, Save It, Skip It, where we tell you whether you should see a movie, save it, or skip it overall. I am Jacob, this is Keith, and we are reviewing
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
So here we go.
Alright, so of course it's a Tarantino movie. You have to see it, right? There's never going to be a situation where we say skip or save a Tarantino movie, right? Even I don't care what it's about. It can be about anything. You're going to go see it.
Do I think you should see, save, or skip Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? You should definitely see it, and there's multiple reasons why, so I'm going to tell you that right now. The main reason, or one of the main reasons of why you should see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is because it's a Tarantino film and the direction is amazing.
So his movies are events. He only does them every few years. I say minimum every 3 years, so you gotta go see it for all the stuff he's known for.
You're only gonna get a movie from him every 3 or 4 years, maybe even less frequent than that, depending on the time frame.
He's one of the best of all time. I think him and Scorsese at the use of music in their films. You get that in this one as well. All the great songs from the era.
He's supposedly not going to be directing forever. He says he's only going to make 10 films, and this is his 9th film. So you got to kind of enjoy it while it's here.
Of course, the dialogue, the choppy, catchy, witty dialogue that he's always been known for from the very beginning. He's got such an ear for the way people talk, the way people really talk.
His movies are event films, and he's one of those directors where you watch it and you know it's a Tarantino film. There's only a handful of guys like that.
You really get a sense of how people spoke at that time, especially in Hollywood, especially with DiCaprio's character. You can tell he's a person from a kind of a bygone era of film and television, and he's holding on to something that's probably not really there anymore for him. For
the sake of it being a Tarantino film alone and what he's able to do with it and how his personality and style shine through the film, definitely gotta go out and see it.
Alright, so the other reason to see this movie, our second reason is Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt.
And probably my biggest reason why you should see it is because it stars freaking Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt.
Don't think we've gotten them in a movie together. Not that I can think of. This is their first time collaborating together, and of course, no better way to do that than to put them together in a Tarantino film.
When can you ever imagine like a better duo? There's not. For me, they're definitely one of the best duos ever put on screen together.
It's DiCaprio. He's another guy that you don't really see very often. He's very choosy. I don't think we've seen him since The Revenant, so it's good to see him back on film again. He does not disappoint us. He never does. He's always one of those guys. He's always great. Even if the movies he's in are not great, he's always great in them.
These are two of my favorite actors of all time. Two of one of the biggest actors of this generation. If you want to just talk about that.
A couple scenes in particular where you really get really gives you chills in what he does. He's playing a role within his role, and he's really it's something to watch.
And them together on screen is amazing, and individually they're amazing. They're not together the whole movie. When they're by themselves, they're great. When they're together, they're great.
Brad Pitt very well could be you could say this movie's kind of told from his standpoint, I guess. It's gonna be Oscar talk for both of these guys, and yeah, these two really stand out, as they always do in whatever they do, but it's really great to see them together, and like I said, spouting off that Tarantino dialogue.
You gotta watch these two on screen together, and the supporting cast is great too, but it's all about coming to see these guys, so you definitely gotta get out and see that.
And finally, the final reason to see this is the unpredictability of it. I can tell you right now, this movie is not what you're thinking it's going to be if you haven't seen it. But that's not a bad thing. It's actually, I think it's better than what we think, what we thought going in.
We had to throw in how shocking and unpredictable this movie is.
It's a character performance-driven film.
You might be thinking, it's a Tarantino movie, of course it's shocking and unpredictable. But I mean, it's unpredictable because you expect it to do Tarantino things, but it kind of doesn't at certain times in the movie. So it's also unpredictable for his own films.
It's set during the backdrop of the Manson murders. We don't get a whole lot of that going on. It's more focused on these two characters that we mentioned, and a couple of the other ancillary characters that are with them.
And I just think it was so fresh in that way because it built suspense really well, leading up to these moments that you're expecting. You're like, wait a minute, I didn't see it going that way.
Just what they're going through right in a specific time. That's all it's about. And once you know that going in, I think you'll have a really good time with it, and you'll have a good time being in this time frame, in this era, with these two people at this point in their lives and in their careers.
It makes it so enjoyable because I was caught off guard, and that's really fun when you think things are going to go a certain way and they go a totally different direction.
And I think it works. I think it works very well. And like I said, put Tarantino's obviously storytelling style on it. I think it's really great.
And I think the audience that I was with, there's certain moments where they just were cheering like it was a big comic book movie or something, just because what was happening on screen was so entertaining and so shocking.
The end part of this movie, obviously we're not going to spoil it, but the ending is what you're going to be waiting for. That's probably what you're expecting, and I think that does deliver. It's a long way to get there, but when you get there, it definitely pays off.
I do think that is another reason why people should run out and see this in theaters.
Alright, so those are our thoughts on whether or not you should see, skip, or save Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Obviously, I mean,
not surprising,
yeah,
you should definitely get out and see it for sure.
Definitely. And tell us what you think in the comments. Leave a comment, let us know if you enjoyed this movie as much as we did. Yeah, definitely make sure you share this video, click like, and let us know. Again, tell us what you think. Jacob, Keith, this is Apocaflix movie. We'll see you next time.
Hey everyone, Jacob Bartley here. Thanks for watching. If you want to check out something similar from Apocaflix movies, click this video up here. You want something a little bit different? Check out this video down here. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to Apocaflix movies and let us know your thoughts in the comments section. We always love to hear from you. Thanks for watching.